I will be reading a passage from chapter 8 and analyzing, and also picking a quote that I most relate to for this project. I'll be reading on page 121, the last paragraph on the bottom. I saw this woman as an obstacle to overcome, an obstacle placed by my mom. Not as someone who might help, I explained only half of my feelings, that I had no interest in putting a 45-minute barrier between me and everyone I had ever depended on so I could replant myself with a man I knew would be sent packing. The therapist obviously understood. What I didn't tell her is that for a time in my life, I felt trapped. There was no papa and mama, a longtime smoker with the emphasis to prove it, seemed too frail and exhausted to take care of a 14-year-old boy. My aunt and uncle had two younger kids. Lindsay was newly married and had a child on of her own. I had nowhere to go to. I seen chaos and fighting, violence, drugs, and a great deal of instability. But I never felt like I had no way out. When the therapist asked me what I'll do, I replied that I would probably go live with my dad. She said that sounded like a good idea. When I walked out of her office, I thanked her for her time and knew that I'd never see her again. When I so in this passage we see that JD feels attacked by a therapist because of the things that his mom had told her. He feels like he's not getting through to her. He also can't tell her the whole truth about how he feels because if he does, he'll get his mom in trouble with child services. So he feels stuck and he doesn't want to hurt anyone else. After Papa died, Mama lost energy and JD knew that she couldn't take care of him and he didn't want to burden her and everyone else was too busy with their lives to take care of him. With all the chaos that was around him, he figured out a way to make everyone deal with their own thing with their own things and not have to worry about him. After he told the therapist his decision, she liked the decision because it was the best for everyone. After JD left, he knew that he would never see this woman again after those doors closed. And the quote that I chose to talk about is this quote on the same page 121 in this second paragraph. It says, "Do you have any idea what you're talking about?" I asked at 14. At least I knew a little about professional ethics. Aren't you supposed to ask me what I think about things and not just criticize me? I picked this quote because I could relate a lot because I went to therapy because I also had anger issues, and when my therapist would just tell me things that I did wrong because my mom gave an opinion about it. So I can see how JD feels on that situation because I have gone through similar things like that. And this quote, it brings me back to the time when I had to, but I know differently now. I see things better in the light. So yeah, this quote. Sorry, 1 second. Like, that's pretty much it. Thank you.